administration, for new place by the gods to lead this nation. If we obey, then we will receive salvation. Sing along with me. Second voice. Always submit to the church administration, for new place by the gods to lead this nation. If we obey, then we will receive salvation. Sing along with me. Third voice. Always submit to the church administration.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
All right. And good morning. This is going to be a good one.
All right. So I guess I don't know where to start. I know this is going to potentially be a long episode, and I have no interest in doing that. So,
Just a forewarning. I love it.
so I know where I want to start out at.
All right.
So first off, this might be, we kicked around the idea of putting a 45-minute timer up and then just stopping right then.
Yeah.
This might not be a bad idea.
It depends on what we got after the 45 minutes, because once we get going, that's when things start getting...
Yeah, but it usually
45 minutes is good.
It usually takes us an hour and a half to get going, and that's the fucking problem.
Exactly.
All these poor souls out there got to listen to 2 hours worth of bullshit to hear one punchline that's worth of shit.
Totally worth it.
So
Did you hear what he said?
No, I was sleeping. So first I want to start off by apologizing to you, Anthony, for last week's I don't know what the fuck you want to call it. Anyway, after listening back to it and overwhelming amount of feedback, I was a prick, and I apologize. From this point forward, I will not expect you to be funny on this show.
All right, that's what we like to call a compliment sandwich. Where's the other slice of bread? That's the compliment.
Your hair looks good today, by the way.
Thank you. And there we go. Perfect. Oh, no need to apologize. It's totally okay.
All right. Anyway, yeah, let's not get all teary-eyed and bullshit on this.
Too late, man.
We will be doing a something new on our shit show, but I think podcasts have been doing it for 40 years or whatever. So we're gonna promo somewhere in here. We're gonna promo another podcast. It's I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Pilots and Petards or Pilots and Petards.
I think it's Rylets and Retards. Sorry, guys.
So they are very. If you listen to their show, which I know you haven't because you don't listen to anybody,
Right?
But I did listen to their episode on Breaking Bad.
Okay.
It's like they picked a word, petards, which is I think is bombs. I think, but they explain it like 15 times as to. Listen, it's not retards, asshole. But that's not how they talk.
My joke doesn't fit then. But that's not how they talk. They're really nice.
Well, yeah, they're a good group of people. I mean, I think a couple of them have politics a little different than us. But either way, it's a good show. I said, I listened to the Breaking Bad.
So what's the concept of the show?
So what they do is they listen to a pilot of a TV show, or they watch a pilot of a TV show.
Okay.
All three of them watch it separately, and then they get together and talk about it. And basically, for the most part, it's as if the rest of the series doesn't exist, and based on the pilot, how do they think that the show is going to progress?
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So,
right.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
anyway.
I gotcha. Yeah. Cool.
So you know how we generally try to steer clear of talking shit about other podcasts. What?
Nothing. Nothing.
No,
we do.
I mean, as far as like podcast wars and shit like that, there's people that get wrapped up in that, and
yeah.
We went down that road with Three is Comedy, and we have since made amends with Jason and Mindy.
Sure.
And
that's only two of the three.
Well, the other one's gone. He don't matter. Fuck him.
All right, cool. Just making sure.
And they are now the evening radio podcast. So
yeah.
Anyway, yeah. And, you know, we went back and forth talking shit about John, and John talked shit about us, but that's all in jest.
Yeah, of course.
So there's this fucking thing that happened. Those of you that don't know, we were on a network for about 8 minutes called the Poop Culture Extended Universe.
Yes.
And it's weird when you're an independent podcast, and what independent podcast means is nobody listens to you.
Fair enough. That about sums it up.
And I know there's quite a few people that listen to this that aren't podcasters. So fast forward, like, I don't know, 40 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take.
3 days. just next week. Just come back next week.
But so when you're an independent podcaster, most of us base our self-worth on downloads. And then say that we don't. We say downloads don't matter, but that's kind of like a sour grape scenario. Anthony does not base his self-worth on downloads because he has no fucking clue if anybody's even listening to this. He's anyway, I don't want to go down that road.
Wait, stop. Doug, are you listening? Then there's my self-worth right there. If you're listening, I'm good. Everything's good.
All right, I'm back. What'd you say?
Listening to me if you're listening to me talk, everything's good.
Anyway, so of course I'm saying that in jest that we base our self-worth on it, but we do, as our downloads go up, or what we would determine them to be our listeners, if they go up, then we assume that we're doing something good. If they go down, then we assume that people have fallen off and not interested in what we have to say. All right. So here's where it gets fucking goofy. So we joined this thing called the Poop Culture Extended Universe, and we kind of went into it blind, meaning not asked a lot of questions. It was basically so okay, I'm going to back up. We joined a thing called the Hush Your Face Network.
Yeah,
and
I think we're still part of that officially, aren't we?
yeah, but so what a network of independent podcast is you say, okay, I'm gonna promote you, you promote me, and it's really just mentioning them. John from Brand X, you know, he'll go through and name off, I think, everybody that's on the Hush Your Face network at the end of his show. Jason and Mindy, they promote Hush Your Face. I think we're the only ones on the fucking network that don't mention it ever.
This makes up for it right now.
And the only time we did mention it was when we tore apart their fucking rap. Fucking idiots. We're fucking idiots.
God, we're dumb.
All right. So anyway, it's really just a group of 8 or 10 podcasts or however many that just promote each other and try to help each other out.
Yeah.
All right. So while we were part of the Hush Your Face network, we joined the Poop Culture Extended Universe. The Poop Culture is a podcast in and of itself. And then they have created a separate web page for what they call the Poop Culture Extended Universe. Now, the first week that we were on, we got this DM or private message, whatever, that said, okay, so here's the promo that you put at the beginning of your show. Here's the promo you put at the end of your show. And if we have any commercials, we would prefer you put them in at the beginning or the middle of your show.
Yeah.
And it was like, wait, what?
Wait, no, what? This is our show. That's how I felt, anyways.
Yeah, so at the time they had no commercials to shove up our ass, so we recorded an episode and we put in their drop at the beginning, which was basically you're listening to a podcast from the Poop Culture Extended Universe.
Yeah.
And it all was fine and well. So we did that episode, and then Anthony and I talked for a little bit, well, a lot of bit, I guess. And, you know, I said, oh yeah, by the way, they have sponsors, and they're probably gonna ask us to drop in a commercial somewhere in our episode. And Anthony was like, well, then we're not doing it.
Yeah, I was out.
And so I didn't feel real good about it, but I kind of thought, you know, it could be a sponsor that we could build a relationship with, or it could be something that we could rib or have fun with or whatever. And that's where the whole conversation in the last dozen episodes about Casper mattress and Steak-'em, all that shit. That's all generated from this bullshit with the Poop Culture Extended Universe.
Right.
Okay, so after talking with Anthony back and forth for quite some time, we decided, you know what, let's just get out of it. And I sent him a message and said, hey, after further review, we have decided that we're not going to...
professional and shit.
Well, because I wanted to maintain a relationship with him, only because
Sure.
we had just come off the thing with the hush your face shit.
Yeah.
We're constantly getting attacked for no reason whatsoever.
None.
And
We're the nicest guys you ever met.
and I just didn't want to have that. So I told Anthony when we're recording, just play it off. And he's like, well, I don't like you giving me direction on what to say. And I'm like, well, that's fine, but in just this case, play it off. It's not going to net anything. There's no net gain. All right.
You should know that I don't work for net gain.
Okay, so now here's where we are today. No, wait a minute. So I forgot the whole meat. I forgot the meat of the sandwich.
Yeah, I was gonna say you forgot the rest of it.
I don't even remember where I left off, so I'm gonna start over. Okay, so
Perfect. Our shortest episode ever.
I just put this on repeat like 15 times from here back to the beginning. Okay, so once we sent them a message and said, hey, we're out, that's when we found out that they were taking our RSS feed, and that's basically what generates your downloads. Anytime something is directed to your RSS feed, if somebody clicks on a link from Spreaker or from whatever,
Listen, or any of them, yeah.
Whatever, it generates basically 1 point in your downloads. All right, so come to find out, they took our RSS feed and redirected it to their Spreaker. Okay, so here's where it gets stupid. So they did that unbeknownst to us.
Right.
And they also started an iHeartRadio unbeknownst to us with our jacked RSS feed.
Yeah.
So what they were doing, and of course they had a website for all their bullshit, and what they're doing is, if you went to one of the links they put out that said, come listen to Who's Right podcast or whatever, it would direct back to the Poop Culture Extended Universe website, which would autoplay one of their most recent episode. Even if you clicked on ours, it would autoplay their most recent episode, and then you would click on Who's Right, and it would stop theirs and start ours. Okay, so just by directing one person to the Who's Right link or whatever, they would get basically 2 downloads for their show. Somebody looking for us or hitting on us, they would get 2 downloads for their show. And then you do that across the board. I think they have 10 shows there. So they're funneling all these downloads to their show. All right? And then they go out and they shop that around for advertisers, because they can say, look, we've got 500,000 downloads or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
And that helps them get better advertisers. And then they turn around and pocket the money and don't do shit for the other shows. Like,
the whole thing just is a scam, right?
so you say scam. I say great business model.
I think the words are interchangeable, right?
I mean, effectively, they are the Heidi Fleiss of podcasting.
That's awesome. Topical reference there.
What am I supposed to say? The Dolomite of podcasting? I know 2 pimps.
Oh, 2 pimps. It's because you're not in the world like me.
Right. Oh, so the reason why this is coming up now is I have found out, I have my ways, that when we left, there was a group chat for the Poop Culture Extended Universe, and the people that are running that network told all the other people in the network, don't retweet us, don't follow us, don't comment on our posts, all that shit, because we are trying to ride their coattails.
Which we were. No, I'm pretty sure I'll take anybody's coattails. I don't care. If you're riding coattails, that's less work for you. That's
So the whole point of this whole podcasting thing, I mean, you know, it's stupid. The whole thing is fucking stupid. But to sit there and be like, all right, so these guys sniffed out our bullshit. Don't retweet them. Fuck you,
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
Really. I never had any contact with them because, you know, that's just how I do business. I'm a more behind the scenes kind of guy, right? So I was hesitant to get on the network. As soon as I heard advertisements, I was out. But even before that, it was just like, okay. I mean, I wasn't really hesitant. I was just like, okay, I don't care. We're not going to change anything. Nothing's going to... It's not like, you know, we're joining a network with Joe Rogan. Nothing's going to happen.
Oh, yeah. Allegedly.
This is all allegedly.
But so go ahead.
I was going to say, the reason we're doing this episode is to make amends and try to get back on the network, right? So please have us back.
Yeah, can I get a retweet? All right, so I want to do something here, and it's only because I care.
All right.
So I'm on their website right now. So here we go. On their network, these are all the podcasts that are on there. Basement Condition, Bocephus Broadcast, Be Kind and Rewind, Bro Rons, it says they're retired, Just in Time with the J&T Baggers, the Mockers Podcast,
All right.
Red on You, Three Men in a Podcast, the Vantucky Fried Podcast, and the Video Rangers Podcast. I have officially done more for you than the Poop Culture Extended Universe. You all owe us money. Or
Lots of it.
Or just a simple retweet, and we'll all be good. But
We have nothing against... Well, I have nothing against anybody, but nothing against these the podcasts that are on the network. You got hoodwinked just like we almost did. So
yeah, but I beg you, if you're going to check out any of those podcasts, and I know I'm pretty lazy, I think I'm going to try to link to the website. Whatever, I don't know. But go through
don't
their...
make promises you can't keep.
Right. Go through their homepage to find them. Don't give the links to anybody else. You know, it's no different than if you have a chance to fuck a hooker and you can bypass the pimp, do that.
Yes, it helps the hooker.
And so that's really the reason why this ties into our show is because we are pro sex worker rights.
Bringing it all around. All right. I love it.
So any of them podcasts that I just mentioned, please go check them all out. I've listened to most of them. Just don't go through the PCEU to do it because they're not going to see anything from it. And if you want to show, you know, that's why if you follow us on Twitter or whatever, we're always trying to get people to check out the show. And if you're checking it out through this, they have no idea that you're doing it. And all it's doing is adding money into the pockets of the pimps, the podcast pimps.
The podcast pimps. He's going to bust you in the face with a ring, man. You better be careful.
So anyway, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, don't retweet Poop Culture. There, we're even.
we're even. We're like a bunch of fucking 12-year-olds.
Yes. Yeah, I don't give a fuck though. I just don't care.
No, the whole thing is so stupid. I just want to get on here and, you know, talk about fart jokes and hookers and I mean, the whole thing is dumb. It gives me more material to laugh at, which I like, but
I am okay with anybody talking shit about us on their show. I'm okay with it.
for sure.
Even if they fucking hate us. The whole Robin Slim calling us strokey and blood clot in the morning. It's fitting. I'm good with it. It's funny. It's funny shit.
Yeah.
And if somebody can have fun at our expense, good for them.
And good for us. I like that. That's why I do a show. Good for you, man.
But to do this underhanded bullshit where you're going out of your way like the PCEU or the poop culture or whatever, the Pikachu. That's what it is. Pikachu.
The Pikachu network.
The Pikachu network. Doing underhanded bullshit like that to try to undercut somebody out of downloads and all that just to line your pockets with poop money. Fuck that.
Poop money. So you were literally trying to get money from somebody else's labor. You're an asshole. That's how I feel about you. I don't want to sell your stupid fucking mattresses. Just stop. Just fucking stop.
So, I don't know. Isn't that what? I guess this is capitalism, right? I mean, is it?
What do the whores get out of this? The whores would be the podcast in this scenario. In case we forgot the analogy.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Because there's no kickback at all.
Right.
So it's slavery.
It's podcast slavery.
It is. And so like the Jim Crow laws, they should have stopped. This is worse than slavery.
This is right up there with the Holocaust. Somehow.
This is we have just unraveled the Holocaust of podcasting. Now, there's going to be some people. Listen, there's going to be some people that deny this ever happened. They're the deniers.
If you hear anybody say that this didn't happen, you know that they're the deniers.
We are. Listen, we are the Rosa Parks of podcasting. We are not getting on the back of the bus, bitches.
I'm not taking the bus at all. Fuck you.
So let's all stand up with our fist in the air and say, podcast pride or something.
or something.
We didn't land on the PCEU. The PCEU landed on us. I have a dream, Sickle.
That only works on paper. It doesn't translate.
You know what else doesn't translate? Trying to fuck indie podcasts out of their 17 downloads a fucking week.
Right.
Fucking
assholes.
They're fucking fuckers.
But if you can find a way to split that money, we'll gladly get on your network.
So if you're interested in having us come back,
we love Casper mattresses. We'll sell them good for you, sir.
All right, you ready to move on, or are we?
Yeah, I'm fucking done with these assholes.
All right. So remember, we are the Rosa Parks of podcasting.
That's all you got to take away from the last 20 minutes.
I'm sorry you guys had to listen to that shit. It just pissed me off, and the shit of all this shit coming out now saying to fucking boycott Who's Right. All you have to do is listen to one episode and you're going to fucking boycott it anyway.
Yeah, make your own decisions.
I promise you last week's episode did more for people not listening to us than anything anybody else could ever do.
We'll take care of it ourselves. Don't worry. We don't need your help.
Do you want to jump into a couple of the shits on the board, or do you want to? So another thing, because we went off the rails last week, I owe we have merch an apology. They are our sponsor, and we didn't mention them one time in the hour and 45 minutes that we were yelling at each other last week.
Oh, that sucks. We better bring them up at least twice this time then, because I like them. I like that guy.
He's doing fuck. Let's see here. So I'm going to run through the shows that they got again. Again, check these shows out too. So you got the Unwritable Rant, the Robin Slim Show, us, Who's Right, Shooting the Shiznit. We need to get him. He asked us to write him something, and he could read it. You know.
Yeah.
You remember the Sunday guy wrestling?
Yeah.
All right. Sunday. Gareth's Random Ramblings, The Mole Man Show, the 410 Murderland podcast, the Brand X podcast, and A Day in the Life of Evolutionaries podcast. And as well as Oddball has his shit over there.
That must be a new one, the Day in the Life of the Evolutionaries. Is that a newer one?
Yeah, he's picking up a new one a week.
Nice. Good for him.
Quit sipping that motherfucking coffee, you cocksucker.
I've been paying attention this whole time, and that one time I let it slip.
All right.
So yeah, go to wehavemerch.com. Check it out. If you're a podcast, maybe work out a deal, putting your stuff with him, having him sell your merch. He's a good guy.
All right. Is that all you got?
That's all I got. Short and sweet.
All right. So I'm just gonna drive the show here if you don't mind. I had a couple things here that I wanted to talk about, but then I looked through what you put on and now fuck, here we go. We'll just see what happens. Fuck it, I don't care.
I'm not sure what all of that. I'm not sure if it meant you were gonna go with what you talk about or with what I put on. It's hard to discern.
I didn't put this on here. You get your shit out of my column, you motherfucker.
What I put? Where?
All right, whatever. This show's a fucking train wreck already.
No, it's good. It's good.
All right,
cool.
So this comes to us from Biblical Gender Roles. Anthony put this up, and this is a great find. Do you mind if I read it, or you want to read it, or what?
So which one? I put two of them.
The second one.
Okay. No, I mean, if you want to, go ahead, or I can. It doesn't matter. If you want to.
Well, there's a lot of people that hate listening to you read because you're stupid.
That's cool.
I don't know why I said that.
Because it's funny. That's funny.
All right. So remember, any of these links that we talk about will find their way to who'srightpodcast.com. So if you want to verify that we are not making this shit up, because this one is way the fuck out there.
You need to are you just going to skip down to the actual list?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure because it's kind of long.
Yeah, I'm not going to read the whole article, but.
All right.
Here we go. I'm going to start here in the red. The update. Biblically speaking, the modern concept of marital rape is an oxymoron.
Right off the bat.
It is impossible from a biblical perspective for a man to rape his wife. The Bible defines unlawful forced sex, or what we would call rape, as when a man forces a woman who is not married to him to have sex with him. See Deuteronomy, numbers, for more on this. God condones forced sex in marriage in Deuteronomy, numbers, and he symbolizes himself as a husband who humbles his wife, Israela? Isn't that a Disney princess or something?
He humbles a Disney princess?
In Deuteronomy. For more on this subject, see my article, Why the Bible Allows Forced Sex in Marriage. All right. For all the, in quotes, rape accusers out there, especially the ones that are hurling applications of domestic violence laws at me, I have written a special post just for you. It is entitled The Frustrated Feminist Wife. In 2 previous posts in this series, I addressed these key issues. In Christian Husbands, you don't pay for the milk when you own the cow.
Your wife's a cow. That's great.
We established this biblical principle. Neither the husband nor the wife have to earn sex in marriage. A wife cannot flatly refuse her husband. She may only ask for a delay, a rain check. And then she needs to make good on that rain check as soon as possible.
I'm sorry, that's so funny. Can I get a rain check?
A husband has the right to confront his wife's sexual refusal as a sin, not only against him, but also against God. This potentially, and this is going to make me sound bad, this could make me turn into a religious man.
All right. See, look what you get. This is part of the initiation package.
But wait, there's more.
Look in the binder. See on page 7, look what you get. They should use this shit when they go to door.
All right. God, this thing goes on and on and on. All right. So here's the steps. This is what you wanted me to read, right?
Yeah.
All right. No, wait a minute.
So this is 8 steps to confronting your wife's sexual refusal.
Yeah. Rebuke her privately. Rebuke your wife's sin to her in private. This assumes you have already on several occasions tried speaking gently to her about this issue. You have tried time and time again to find out if there's anything you can help her with and anything you can do different. This assumes you have ruled out health problems and or other mental problems, and she simply has a stubborn and willful attitude towards sex and marriage, and she does not think she needs to change. Step 2, stop taking her on trips or dates.
Oh, God.
If the brother or sister in Christ who sins against you is outside the authority of your home when you would go to witness it, what? Anyway, whatever. But fucking religion's stupid. But since your wife, like your children, is under your direct authority,
Oh, boy.
you have they're underneath you in the org chart. The next 4 steps use the 2 types of discipline that a husband has at his disposal: time and money. For some women, money means nothing, but almost all women highly value their husband's time. Stop taking your wife to her favorite restaurants. Stop taking her to those movies she wants to see. Don't take her on those weekend getaways she wants to go on. I'm not saying to stop talking to your wife or ignore your wife, as that is not an option for a Christian husband. But your wife does not have the right for you to take her on dates or trips. These things are a privilege that you may remove at any time.
Jesus Christ. It's insane that people believe this shit.
Is it? All right. Step 3. No unnecessary household upgrades. Ordinarily, I am all for a husband funding things like new furniture for the house or new paint for the walls. Wives will come to their husbands for these and many other household things. What you need to do as a husband is, unless it is a true family need and not just an upgrade to something, do not allow it.
No new furniture for you. Suck my cock and you can have a new couch.
Couches for cocks. Step 4. Stop doing the little extra things. You know those dinners you cook? Or that vacuuming you do? Or those things that really she should be doing for herself?
Clean up after me and then suck my cock.
But you have simply been trying to be nice and doing for her. Stop doing them. Stop giving her those nice back and shoulder massages she loves so much. It's fucking ludicrous. Step 5. So, okay, by now, if she hasn't fucked you, you move on to step 5. All right. Remove her funding. This step may only work if your wife does not have her own income. Stop giving her pocket money. Change your bank account so her ATM card becomes worthless. Cancel your credit cards. Yes, I would like to cancel my Visa. Why is that? Wife won't stick her finger up my butt. Very well, sir.
We've got an option for that.
Change your bank account so her ATM becomes worthless. Cancel your credit cards. If she does have a job, stop paying for anything in her name and make her pay for any credit that is in her name. Jesus Christ.
What an asshole.
The Bible only requires that you provide her with food, clothing, and shelter. It does not say the food and clothing has to be the fancy kind that she likes to get.
She's eating dog food.
If your wife has not repented and changed her ways
God.
after these first 5 steps, you are sure to have a very angry and defiant wife.
Duh.
The little bit of sex there was in your marriage is most likely completely gone.
Isn't that the opposite of what you're trying to do?
At any one of these points, your wife could have threatened to leave or has already left. You may be separated or in divorce proceedings. This is one of them things where you really need to make sure you read the whole article before you get started.
We'll just read the steps as we go.
But I want you to understand something. It is not your responsibility to keep your wife in the marriage by any means necessary, and certainly not by giving in to her willful, rebellious, and sinful behavior.
It's rebellious to not want to have sex with you.
All right. I'm not going to read the rest of that. Step 6. If she is still defiant after you have tried all forms of biblical discipline. So biblical discipline, I know an old trick where you can hit somebody, you put a phone book up to somebody, and then when you punch them, it doesn't leave a bruise because it absorbs the force of the direct impact.
Is that why they have phone books that are that thick? Because back in biblical times, they used to hit people with them.
So I think that's what it's called when you do it with the Bible. A little bit of biblical discipline. We'll take her to a Christian marriage counselor so they can serve as a witness to her sinful defiance. But make it clear as you seek a counselor what your beliefs are to that counselor, and that this is not about changing your beliefs. It's about having a witness to your wife's sin.
So take her to a counselor and tell him what you want to do. I know you're a counselor, but make my wife suck my cock. Come on. You need to counsel her into sucking my cock.
All right, step 7. If bringing her to a counselor does not shake her defiance after you have tried all other forms of discipline, then bring her to your pastor and his wife to have her sin confronted by church authority. If she is defiant to them, then she needs to be expelled from the church.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You listen here, young lady. You get down there and you suck his cock, or you will be evacuated.
Don't you know that he vacuumed the floor for you? Oh, man, this is great.
If your wife remains willfully defiant, yet she has not left you, it could be for a variety of reasons. She may not want to lose how she lives with you, and she knows that after a divorce, her lifestyle will be severely affected, and she does not want to deal with the consequences of divorce. Perhaps she may have some genuine care for you left, as well as your... I doubt it. As well as your children, but she simply cannot see the error of her ways and will hold out indefinitely with the hope that one day you will fold and give her back the money, the dates, the trips, the household upgrades, and she will not have been forced to change her ways. But you have a final step you may take, one that you need to pray long and hard about before you do. Here we go. You have the option to divorce her for her sexual immorality.
Just jump right to step 7. Don't go through all this bullshit.
This is a long article. I'm not going to read any more of it, but god damn it, that's fucking weird.
I think they get the gist.
But
Christians are psychos.
And throughout this whole thing, there's links to
all the other articles that this guy's wrote. The first one that brought me here, how a husband can enjoy sex that is grudgingly given by his wife. So how you this is an article about how you enjoy sex that your wife doesn't want to have with you. It's so fucking crazy.
All right, yeah. So that'll be on who'srightpodcast.com. You can also head over to the Poop Culture Extended Universe and find it on there, I'm sure.
All right, hold on. Before we're done, I'm going to read just this little short part, the very end of this article. The secret of enjoying grudgingly given sex from your wife. Focus your eyes on her body, not her face. There's more, but that's the best part. Don't fucking look at her.
Don't focus on those tears running down her cheeks.
God damn.
That was a good find.
Yeah, but we're the assholes for making fun of raping autistic kids, you know? That's totally normal, but we're the assholes.
I like how even now you've taken it out of context. And
I know, it's great. It's the best part.
oh, fuck. We're going to be, it looks like I don't know if you want to call them a sponsor or what. We're in cahoots with Cam Girl Dollhouse.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited about that.
Get on there and check them out on Twitter. There's like 400 cam girls, and they're all fucking smoking hot. And I go fucking begrudgingly cam girl.
Don't look at her face. She definitely doesn't want this.
If I was to flip my camera on in the middle of one of them sessions and they've seen my fat tubby body.
Is it possible for a girl to lose a boner? Her little clit goes inside of her.
She would dry up like the fucking desert.
Oh my god. So what What's this sponsor? Not a sponsorship, I guess. But what's this relationship going to consist of? Do we get free cam girl stuff?
Well, we're gonna try like hell. Yeah.
All right.
So eventually, what I'd like to do is get a couple of them girls on here that are.
Wait, did you just point at your cock?
All right.
It didn't translate to radio, did it?
What do you got here? I think we're gonna stick to your shit. My shit isn't no good.
Yeah, neither is mine.
Oh, that's okay. So you got this from campusreform.org.
All right.
This is the students protest reform racist message of forgiveness.
Yep. So I had sent you I sent you yesterday or day before, I guess, a podcast. I don't know the little guy's name, Christian Pico Lilo.
I think it was Pico de Gallo.
Christian Pico de Gallo. So he used to be a white supremacist, part of some huge Aryan Nation Brotherhood hates black people type of club. And he reformed himself, and now he goes around and tries to teach people not to hate black people, I guess. And he was talking at this church, Jesus Christ. He was talking at this college, and the college protested him, saying that tolerance and acceptance is not the message that they want to share. They don't want to share a message of forgiveness. So they were protesting him speaking against racism. It just blows my mind. I mean, it'd probably be better if we just read the article. I'm not very good at explaining it, but I kind of wanted to give a little bit of an intro.
So I think that you touched on just about everything that's here, so we can just move on.
Yep, there we go. Done and done. But he was on another podcast with Sam Harris that I had sent you that I thought was really interesting. And because this made me look like, well, what's this guy about, you know? And I guess he got into a white supremacist group when he was like 14 years old, and he was there for 10 years or whatever, and finally got himself out and realized how stupid the whole thing is. It blows my mind that they don't want forgiveness. It's the title of this article is Students Protest Reformed Racists' Message on Forgiveness. You're protesting forgiveness. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
So why? I think the message that they were protesting. No, let me get this right. I think what they were saying is we don't want to put off the give the impression that we are healing or that we are for. That we think everything is good, so what we are saying is everything is not good. I think that's like the message. Right? So if you have somebody up there speaking about tolerance and forgiveness, and everybody's cheering and everything, then you're giving the impression that everything is good. So I think I'm behind them on this.
Yeah, you're wrong. Let me just read this little blurb here. And this school is way too white. And that probably in and of itself is an issue that I'm a white girl. That's where they're coming from. White people are bad. That's we shouldn't forgive. We shouldn't forget. White people are just bad all the time, no matter what.
I agree with that.
All right. You agree with that?
No, I think that white people are bad. I think the black people are bad. I think the Mexicans are bad.
You fucking racist.
I think humanity as a whole, even that one orange guy, he's bad. Humanity as a whole is bad. I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with that too. Humanity as a whole is bad, but you know, again, for the 100 millionth time, blaming all of your problems on white people doesn't make you any better. It just blames your problems on white people.
So the funny thing about this is the first line, and I'm sure I'm the only one that's going to get this, but I'm going to stop. I'm going to start reading, and when I stop, I want you to tell me the first thing that you think of, okay?
All right.
And just the first thing that pops in your head.
All right.
A group of Carleton College students.
that dancing gif from the
Right.
fucking Fresh Prince where he's doing the whatever that dance is called.
Yeah.
As
It's cool.
soon as you say Carlton, that's what I think of.
So that was the first thing that I thought of. And then the second thing here, the recently established Carl's Talk Back group has so I'm picturing.
I don't know why that's funny.
Well, as Carl from Who Are These Podcasts will tell you, the name Carl has taken on like a negative connotation here over the last couple years. He talks about it quite a bit. And now Carl's Talk Back. So I don't know if he's wrapped up in this. I assume all Carls band together and talk or whatever. But
So I guess I didn't know that. The name Carl took a negative reputation. How?
so negative as in like if you're named Carl, you're an idiot or something like that. Well, think about it. Like, what's that guy's name? Oh, he's fucking Carl. He just sounds like a dolt.
Yeah. I thought it was Chad. I thought Chad was the one where they were like a bunch of Chads and Beckys, you know?
No, that's just a white thing. So if you're a white guy, you're called Chad. If you're a white girl, you're called Becky. This Carl has nothing to do with white or black. It's just,
okay. I guess I never heard that. That's I mean, it is kind of a douchey name, but
how many Carls do you know?
just one.
And he's a douche, right?
No, he's cool. You're not baiting me into that one.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. The only way we got introduced to Carl from Who Are These Podcasts is that he shit all over us.
What a douche.
I mean, we asked him
to. Hey, Carl. Want to fucking talk shit about our show? Carl. Oh, my God. Anyway, so tolerance and forgiveness is a good thing. Stupid.
So this just popped into my head. Anyway, this just popped into my head.
All right.
So, I wrote a couple stories a while back. One was about my trip to Mexico, and another one was just a short story.
Yeah.
And I was talking to Dave, the producer. He's the producer of the Unwritable Rant podcast. You can find them at theunwritablерant.com, where you can get a flask for $15 and stop bowling. Anyway, so I she's Juliet's a writer.
Yep.
And so I have these two stories that I wrote that I thought were good. I've shared them with say a dozen people since I've written them, and everybody says the same thing. Wow, these are funny, or these are great, or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you know what? Maybe if I could send them to her and she could just like not punch them up, but I wanted her to mark, like maybe you should change this from A to An, or
I think they call that an editor.
Yeah. But I mean, she's. I just wanted her to. What I was looking for was a professional author to read my stories and then write back and say, "Wow, can we publish these? I want to use these in a commercial."
So I was going to correct you. I was going to say what you were looking for is somebody that you respect to tell you how great you are.
Right. Right.
All right, go ahead.
So I sent her over the story. I asked Dave, I said, hey, can you ask Juliet if she can read these and just tell me what she thinks of them?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, sure, no problem, whatever. So I sent him over, and it was like, I don't know, 18 minutes later, she sent him back. She's very good with words, but essentially what she said is, like, you're an idiot, and you have no business writing anything.
That was nice. But she said it in a way that you're like, oh, that is so awesome.
I don't know. She said it in a way that I was like, I don't know what most of these words mean.
Maybe you should be a writer. That's
it was
funny. Now,
so,
I would like to read her response. I'd really like to hear that.
Well, I'm not going to read it on the show because I don't have her permission to. And not only that, but it's embarrassing, It's like maybe it was
idiot.
It was something like maybe you should try using words in the proper context or something like that.
Try not to use purple crayon so much, stupid. Try to use words in the proper context. That's a writer's way of saying, dude, just stop. Stop fucking writing. Just fucking stop. You're making us all look bad.
I should I think I'm going to post the stories on our website.
You should. And post her response.
I'll get her
but
permission.
I think you should doctor her response up a little bit. Be even better.
So Dave asked Juliet if I can
Why don't
post.
you just ask her?
No.
All right.
She's burned that bridge.
You know, like they're the only 2 people that listen to our show, and now we're trying to drive them off too.
Just one of them.
I think if one goes, the other one probably goes with them.
So anyway, Dave, ask her if it's okay if we use her response on our website. From now on, I'm doing all communications with everybody only through this show.
So I want to ask Juliet if she'll write a story for me and let me put my name on it and publish it. I'll give you editor credits. If you can send that over, that'd be great.
All right. Fuck. What else do we? There's all this shit on here, and I.
So this is a good one.
Okay.
Man who used anglerfish stomach to masturbate ends up in hospital. So, in a series of blah 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 blah. Sorry, started in the wrong spot. Fuck! This fucking website sucks. I ain't reading this shit. God damn it! This website sucks. So this guy took a fish
And fucked it.
and fucked it, but he not only fucked it, he cut it up and gutted it, took the stomach out, wrapped the stomach around his hand, like put his hand inside of like a sock puppet, and jacked off with just the stomach part.
How else would you do it? So that
Yeah, like I'm making fun of this guy. Like, how else would you do it?
so I clicked
this
on it
website sucks.
and seen the picture of the fish, and it's like
Yeah.
one of them big, like big fish with huge teeth that look like they would.
Like you could fit your whole head inside this thing and it wouldn't come out.
I mean, there's nothing attractive about it. I don't know what this guy was thinking. It's not like it's a pretty fish, like a goldfish.
I want to fuck that goldfish.
You know, just by you saying that, somebody's going to say that we're promoting bestiality.
I am. I want to fuck goldfish. I don't want you to misunderstand me.
So do you want to fuck it through its mouth hole, or do you want to take out its little bitty guts and wrap it around your finger and fuck it?
Both. But I want to do the guts first and then put it in its mouth hole just to fucking degrade that fucking fish. You taste your fucking stomach, you stupid fish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, who's a pretty fish now?
You're too good to look at me. Look at me. Look at me when I fuck you. You know what?
right.
This is going to be an interesting transcript read at the trial.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
So I feel like I have to get this in here because this will go to trial. I promise you, this will go to trial.
This will go to trial.
All them fucktards that are listening to, hold on, all them retards that are listening to us, looking for us to say something so they can put it out on their fucking bullshit feeds, and try to make us vanish. So they're going to turn this into something that it's not. They're going to promote the fact that we are trying to fuck animals, when in fact, I think a fish is a mammal. I don't know. Is that true?
Yeah. I'd go as far as to say is fish have no feelings, so fuck them. You ever seen a fish cry?
Fish can't say no.
Right. Oh my gosh.
So anyway, during the transcript, just think about that. Everything that we are saying right now is going to be read in court. So I would like to say, check out. It'll probably make the news as well.
I hope.
So we've got wehavemerch.com. Make sure to head there. Thank you to Peter Norica for writing us a theme song. Go to who'srightpodcast.com. Camgirl Dollhouse on Twitter. And fuck poop culture. Your Honor.
Despite this less than positive experience, the man said he was keen to try masturbating with a dead squid.
See, that doesn't sound nearly as sexy as fucking the guts of a fish. That just sounds desperate.
Dead squid.
That just sounds desperate.
Yeah. Down to my last $3. What can I get? Dead squid? All right.
Can you imagine? So you try to grab a fish by the lips and then shove your cock into it, and the whole thing would just explode out the back end.
Really? I'd barely get it past the little teeth. That's crazy.
Oh, so they say goldfish have like the memory of like a second or 2 seconds or whatever.
Yep.
So the entire time that you're mouth pumping this thing, it's going to be going. Wait a minute, what's happening? Okay.
Happening?
Oh, life's
What's
good.
happening?
Wait a minute. What's happening? What's going on? What's going on? I don't consent. I don't get.
Oh my God. This guy's awesome.
Fuck.
It says that he disinfected the stomach with salt and ethanol.
Is there a chance that this guy was just fucking nuts?
A chance? Yes, a chance. There is a chance.
It's like that one story that you found about the guy that kept his girlfriend's corpse in his closet. He comes out smelling with shit and blood. And
Like, what's up? How you guys doing?
I was just working out.
Just working out in there. Don't worry about it. Just
Don't go in there.
weights.
that torso in there is just a realistic sex doll.
Oh shit.
All right, are we about done, or do you want to keep going?
I'm pretty sure the show's about done. We're going to jail. Can't talk about fucking fish like that. That's disrespectful. Oh my God.
If you want to impress me, mouth pump a piranha.
Is that all it takes?
I think that's the name of this episode, Mouth Pump a Piranha.
Cool. No, you got to leave in the "if you want to impress me" part.
All right, you don't think that's too wordy?
Everything we do is too wordy. What are you talking about?
From start to finish.
Just start to finish.
I wanted to say thank you to Abby. Did you read that thing that she wrote?
I did. That was amazing.
Yeah, thank you, Abby. We appreciate that.
And from that, I want to say thank you. That was really awesome. I started going through your list of other podcasts that you listen to or that you enjoy. This was just yesterday. I came across one called Your Faves Are Problematic, and that the word problematic triggers me. So I clicked on it and downloaded an episode and listened to it. Basically, the show is a white girl and a black girl tell you why all the things that you like are bad through the lens of LGBTQRMNOP and black people. And it was the one that I downloaded was about How I Met Your Mother. And they're going to explain why How I Met Your Mother is bad through, through the eyes of a gay person or a black person or whatever it was. I didn't make it through the whole episode, so I don't know. They never even started talking about How I Met Your Mother. It was about, they were talking about Al Franken and we need to get somebody who is not a straight white male into Congress, so get Al Franken out. And I appreciate what you did for us, Abby. That write-up was awesome, but I can't understand how you listen to a show like that and then listen to our show. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I think she probably bailed on our show a long time ago.
You think so?
Yes.
I mean, that show is like the complete opposite of what I don't understand it.
So like I told you, man. So I know that there's people that listen to us that don't agree with our views, that just think there's entertainment in there, right? So how many people do you think are pro goldfish fucking?
Two that I know of.
Well, 3 if you're counting the other guy.
Yeah, the other guy that fucked that anglerfish.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, whatever. I listen to both left and right leaning podcasts, and it's not because I agree with everything. It's just if I like the way that they sound or they're informational, fuck, I might listen to, what'd you call it? How I Met Your Podcast or something. I wasn't really listening, but anyway.
Your faves are problematic.
Oh, yeah. All right, whatever. I don't. Anyway. So why do you have to do that, Anthony?
What'd I do?
You just shit all over Abby after
No,
she
I did not. Absolutely, I did not. I told her I appreciate what she did for us, and she could do what she wants. I don't understand is all. I'm not shitting on anybody. I'm trying to understand. If she wants to write a New York Times op-ed piece on, if she wants to explain or whatever, or if she doesn't, I don't fucking care. I was just making conversation because it was something that I noticed and don't understand. That show couldn't be more the opposite of what we do, right? So
what do we do?
Not tell people that what they like is problematic through our own lens. I mean, that's stupid.
That's exactly what we do.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, we do not. We laugh at stupid shit and tell jokes about fucking goldfish. That's not telling. If anybody is taking advice from us about anything, they're retarded. Petarded.
Yep.
That was stupid.
Yep, we laugh at stupid jokes.
Yep.
So these poor guys over there, you know, they're and there's a girl in there too, but so they're putting out a podcast and they have a vocabulary better than most. So using the word petard, I don't even know how to pronounce the word. I mean, so that's proving my point. But and now we got 2 buffoons like us. So we're going to start
talking
calling
about their
each other.
show.
We're going to start calling each other. You fucking petard.
So their show is going to be right in there with fish fucking. Right? I'm sure that's exactly what they wanted. So what I want to make sure is, did they listen to the show before they played our promo on it? No.
So I do know that one of them anyway is listen. I mean, they talked about our episode on their episode. I know for a fact they'd listen.
All right. Okay. Well, at least they know what they're in for then. That's good.
Nobody knows what they're in for.
I don't even. Yeah, we don't even fucking know. One day we're gonna be super cool to you, and the next day, fuck you guys. And you didn't do anything different. We're just assholes. It's just the way it is. I'm not saying that these your faves are problematic, should stop doing what they're doing whatsoever. They can do whatever they want. All I'm doing is noticing or making I don't
observation.
know. An observation. Yeah, I couldn't think of the word. I'm making an observation that I wouldn't think that somebody that enjoyed our show on any level would enjoy that show on any level. They're couldn't be more different ideologies in a show. That's all.
Yeah,
I was just making an observation.
And I think that, you know, you watch what do they call that? Not abuse porn, but
Nope, I sure don't.
what's it called when like somebody is mouth fucking somebody and they got mascara running down their face?
Hot?
Okay, so you watch that. And you also watch Bob's Burgers. Those are 2 different types of shows. And you can enjoy them both.
Yeah, there's no ideology behind fucking
not?
somebody in the face.
There's not?
No, it's not going to make me vote for a different person or.
Okay.
There's no ideology behind it.
So if that video comes out of Trump and Stormy Daniels, if there was a video, and he is just fucking the shit out of her face and there's mascara and shit, you might turn around and vote for him.
Yeah.
See, that so it
for
would.
For sure I would. I'd you know what? I'd try to get him another term, 3rd term, 4th term even. Did you see the way he fucked her face? Come on. We need this guy. That'd be his campaign video, man.
All right. So let's. You ready to wrap this shit up?
Yeah.
All right. So, hushyourface.com.
Check out wehavemerch.com. Get some shirts. Even if they're not ours, go get some shit. Go get some merch, man.
I hate that word merch.
Me too. I think it's stupid.
So let's shit on our sponsor now.
So go check them out.
What was it really that hard to just spell out the word merchandise? I mean, fuck.
We have merchandise.
Or gear. We have gear.
No, I don't like that one either. Stuff.
Beer.
We have stuff. How about? Oh, I got it. Don't buy this stuff. How about that?
That's what he should have named it. All right, we're gonna have to wrap this up.
All right, bye.
Here is pilots and petards, or pilots and petards, or pilots and. Check out this.
Kaboom! Ah, holy crap, look at all these petards. It's like I can't start a new show without exploding in my face.
Kaboom! I know, right? I wish there were 3 charismatic, IRL physically attractive podcast hosts who could help us avoid petards, a real word, by the way, non-discriminatory. Don't wander out there alone. Leave it to the experts. Pilots and petards. We watch shows so you don't have to. And now with 33% less white dudes. Thanks to me.
We do it for you, Internet. We do it. We do it for you.
Pilots and petards. We talk about pilots. We talk about TV. We take your mind off of things. The real world is horrible.
Join the rank of Hoister by stopping at our website, pilotsandpetards.com, and you can be the podcast you want to see in the world. Every day we hoistlin' at Pilots and Petards Podcast.
Is your labia hanging out? All right. Splash. So see you later. No. Fuck you.